So I've been listening to this album for a lot recently, and I posted a little video of it on Instagram, and somehow it kind of blew up. I honestly did not expect that much attention, especially from people in the West, because I didn't know so many people were listening to her in the first place. In this video, I wanted to talk about Hikaru Utada, Hiki, as a lot of our fans affectionately call her, and share a bit about her life, discography, whether you just discovered her or came on here through our Instagram video, or you have been listening to some of her music without much context. I think this kind of video will be a really nice resource to come to. For a lot of people around the world, Hikaru Utada's voice was something they didn't really expect to hear in a video game. You launch Kingdom Hearts in 2002 and the screen fades in and suddenly there's this song, simple and clean, playing over surreal cutscenes and Disney characters holding giant keys. The choice of the song did not really make sense at that time, but it kind of stuck, right? A lot of people still remember that moment vividly. So for many people, Hikaru Utada is that singer from Kingdom Hearts. So that association introduced a lot of Western listeners to J-pop for the first time and became sort of a gateway into a much wider musical world. But beyond that nostalgia, she's actually one of the most influential artists in Japanese music. Her career spans over 2 decades and her work has touched everything from anime to pop charts to deeply personal themes like loss, self-discovery, gender identity. So I would say that her story starts as a teenage prodigy with music industry parents, and she ended up becoming a defining voice of modern J-pop and the fandom culture as well. So to go a little bit more deep into her life, Hikaru Utada was born in 1983 in New York City, and her father was a record producer actually, and her mother was Keiko Fuji, and she was a very well-known enka singer at that time in Japan. And in that sense, I would say yes, she was kind of a nepo baby, but honestly the success that came next was, I would say, completely her own, and she far surpassed anything her parents could have imagined and established a legacy that's I would say stands entirely on her own. So she was actually just 13 years old when she recorded an English language R&B album called Precious, and a lot of people don't know this, but it was actually released under the name of Cubic U. And the production was solid. It was influenced heavily with 90s soul. She was reportedly a huge fan of Aaliyah as well. You can hear it in the vocal style as well. But the album, unfortunately, didn't get much traction in the US. And it wasn't even released widely anywhere outside of Japan until years later. Despite being bilingual in the US, Hiki's breakout didn't happen there. It happened in Japan. And in 1999, she released her Japanese language debut album, First Love, one that I've been listening to nonstop for a while now. And this is honestly crazy because she was just 15 when this album got released, and it sold over 7.6 million copies, making it the best-selling album in Japanese history, and the record still stands. Songs like Automatic, First Love, and Time Will Tell introduced more R&B, kind of J-pop with more deeply emotional and honest lyrics, which was something new for Japan as well. And a year later she released Distance, which sold over 3 million copies in its first week, setting a new record. And then in 2002 came Deep River, which included the song Hikari. And Hikari is the Japanese version of what Kingdom Hearts fans would come to know as Simple and Clean. Hikaru was the original track. Simple and Clean was the English translation, English adaptation of it. And neither of the songs explain the game's story in any way, but both, I would say, match the tone perfectly. It became one of the most iconic game themes ever, and actually, it's a fun fact, but Hikaru wanted to turn down the offer at the beginning because she was very unsure if the music fit the video game. But Square Enix and specifically Kingdom Hearts creator Tetsuya Nomura insisted on having that collaboration with Hikaru Utada. In 2005, Kingdom Hearts 2 featured the song called Passion, and that was the name of the song in Japanese, and in English it was actually called Sanctuary. They're not direct translations. Sanctuary lacks some parts and has more ethereal production, while Passion is generally seen as the more complete version. Then in 2019, Kingdom Hearts 3 used Face My Fears, which was now a co-production with Skrillex, and this track marked Hikaru's first entry on the US Billboard of Hot 100. Across all three games, Hikaru's music became an essential to the series, and I guess it's fair to say that Kingdom Hearts would definitely not feel the same without her. In 2004, she made another attempt to break into the Western market with her album called Exodus. It was very experimental, electronic, and very different from what was available on the Western market at that time. But songs like Kremlin Dusk, The Workout, and The Hotel Lobby, I think it built very small but still very kind of niche and loyal fan base at that time.
And you come here and you can go to coffee with your friends and nobody even knows who you are.
Yeah, and just walk down in like half pajamas and no one cares.
Is that funny for you to have these two completely different lives?
No, actually it's not that different for me because I saw you earlier saying Japanese pop sensation, but I'm really not like a pop sensation kind of person. Like, look at me, I'm not really, I'm just like the anti-diva. So even in Tokyo, I just go around like in jeans and sneakers and like, I don't get noticed that often.
In Japan, she released later Ultra Blue, which honestly I feel it's one of her best works, and it is considered her most cohesive album. It included famous tracks like Passion, Keep Trying, and Blue. I would definitely recommend you guys to check them out as well if you haven't listened. Then came Heart Station in 2008. It was a more pop-friendly album that will mark the end of the first career phase for Hikaru before stepping away from the music for a while. And by 2010, she announced officially a hiatus following the release of the single Goodbye Happiness. And in 2013, unfortunately, her mother tragically passed away, which I would say prolonged the hiatus as well. And she actually returned in 2016 with an album called Phantom. It's a really beautiful album, and her sound and style has really shifted on there. The album was more intimate. It was focused on grief, memory, and healing. Songs like Matsu no Toriyame, Tomodachi, for example, really reflected well on that transition. I also wanted to definitely talk about her collaboration with the Evangelion series that a lot of people know her from, because starting in 2007, Hikaru became the musical voice of Rebuild of Evangelion film series. It was Beautiful World in 2007, Sakura Nagashi in 2012, One Last Kiss in 2021, and then Beautiful World, a different version, I believe, in 2021. These definitely were not your standard anime openings. I would say they were full-fledged emotional pieces that really matched Evangelion's atmosphere of loneliness, human complexity, and psychological intensity. One Last Kiss especially became a commercial and critical success. And the music video actually was directed by Evangelion creator Hideaki Anno himself. It felt like, honestly, a farewell to the series and to that era that fans grew up with. To kind of sum it all up, I would say that Hikaru's music tied together the emotional arc of Kingdom Hearts and Evangelion in a way that very few artists have ever done. Over the years, she has influenced countless artists and helped shape what bilingual and emotionally driven J-pop can look like, whether it's First Love in 1999 or One Last Kiss in 2021. I would say that Hikaru Utada's music has always connected with people. Her lyrics and themes also evolved from like teenage heartbreak to reflections on grief, identity, self-acceptance, and her sound shifted too from more of an R&B pop to more ambient genre blending experiments. So she's never been, I would say, a mainstream global superstar in that traditional sense, but for a whole generation, especially those raised on anime, video games, and early 2000s internet culture, I would say that she was the voice that was always kind of there. To be honest, before making this video, I obviously did make some research on her, and I found out that there's not much of videos and interviews that are translated in English and just in general information out there. But I did come across a YouTube channel called Hikkipedia, and if you want to dive deeper into Hikaru, her albums, her discography, I would highly recommend that channel. The creator has been posting for years, and she shares amazing reviews and insights and breakdowns of her albums and songs, so do feel free to check her channel out as well. And as for this channel, this is kind of my first step into the YouTube world, and it definitely felt intimidating at first, but I do want to keep making the videos for you guys about music, about video games, about handheld consoles, about retro tech. So definitely stick around. I'll be posting a lot more. Again, this is my first time making a YouTube video, so it definitely be encouraging for you guys to leave some comments, suggestions, and what you want to see more from us from PixelMods. If you have questions in general about our products, about our videos, content whatsoever, honestly, feel free to communicate. Even send us DMs on Instagram. I always try to be fast when it comes to response and customer support as well. Don't forget to like and subscribe the channel. So see you guys next time.